90-Day Fiancé, Chantel Everett and Pedro Jimeno, the love story that captivated fans and ended in heartbreak. When Chantel Everett and Pedro Jimeno first appeared on 90-Day Fiancé, they quickly became one of the franchise's most talked about couples. Their relationship seemed like the perfect example of two people willing to overcome cultural differences, long-distance challenges, and family skepticism in order to build a future together. What began as a romantic international love story eventually transformed into one of reality television's most emotional and controversial breakups. Their journey started after they met online through a language exchange. Chantel, who lived in Georgia, wanted to improve her Spanish, while Pedro, living in the Dominican Republic, hoped to practice English. What began as casual conversations soon developed into a genuine relationship. As they spent more time talking, the distance between them became less important than the connection they felt. Eventually, Chantel traveled to the Dominican Republic to meet Pedro in person. Their chemistry was undeniable, and they quickly realized they wanted to spend their lives together. After returning to the United States, Chantel and Pedro decided that the K-1 visa process was the best way to begin their future as husband and wife. However, before Pedro even arrived in America, they made a decision that would create problems almost immediately. Instead of telling Chantel's family the truth about the K-1 visa, they claimed Pedro had entered the country on a student visa. Their reasoning was simple. They worried that Chantel's parents would not approve of such a quick engagement to someone they barely knew. Unfortunately, keeping that secret only made matters worse. When Chantel's family eventually discovered the truth, they felt betrayed. Rather than focusing on welcoming Pedro into the family, they questioned his intentions from the very beginning. They wondered whether he truly loved Chantel or if he was simply interested in obtaining permanent residency in the United States. Pedro suddenly found himself trying to prove that his feelings were genuine while also adapting to an entirely new country, culture, and language. At the same time, Pedro's own family had concerns of their own. His mother and sister believed Chantel's family looked down on Pedro because of where he came from. They often defended Pedro passionately, insisting that he deserved respect and understanding rather than constant suspicion. Instead of bringing the two families together, every meeting seemed to push them further apart. Simple disagreements quickly escalated into major arguments. Family dinners became tense, conversations turned into confrontations. Before long, viewers realized that Chantel and Pedro weren't just trying to maintain a marriage. They were also trying to manage two families that rarely trusted one another. Despite the pressure, the couple decided to move forward with their wedding. For a while, it appeared they had made the right decision. They celebrated milestones together, shared laughs, and spoke about building a successful future. Fans admired their determination to fight through obstacles that many couples might not survive. Their popularity eventually earned them their own spin-off series, giving audiences an even closer look at their daily lives. But increased attention also meant increased pressure. Every disagreement became public. Every misunderstanding received attention from viewers. Every family conflict became another storyline that reminded them how complicated their marriage had become. As the years passed, Chantel focused heavily on building her professional career. She worked hard toward becoming a registered nurse, balancing long hours with the responsibilities of married life. Pedro, meanwhile, was determined to establish himself professionally as well. He wanted more than simply being known as Chantel's husband.